What's up, everybody? My name is Brad, and today I'm going to be giving you my quick thoughts on a book I just finished reading, and that is Sing, Unburied Sing by Jesmyn Ward. In short, I really enjoyed this book. This is the first book of hers that I've ever read before, so I'm definitely going to be checking out some of her other books in the future. She has a book called Salvage the Bones, and one called The Men We Reap. I believe that one's a memoir. I feel like she has a few other books as well. But this particular book, this is a story of an interracial couple, an interracial family actually, living in the deep south in Mississippi, and the struggles and tribulations that they have to go through basically on a daily basis, dealing with racism, drug addiction, neglect, abuse, violence. The book is written from a few different characters' perspectives. There's JoJo, the 13-year-old boy. He's mixed. It also has the perspective of his mother, Leonie, who is black. And their family situation is the father, Michael, who is white. He's in prison. There's a little sister named Kayla. She's also mixed. And the mom, Leonie, she is physically around, but really doesn't have anything to do with raising the children. She's addicted to drugs. She does meth in the book. She might do cocaine as well. I can't remember. She's self-absorbed. She's addicted to Michael as well, really only thinks about him and herself, doesn't really care what her kids do, doesn't raise them at all. The little sister Kayla, whenever she gets upset or anything, she's always wanting her brother to help her. You know, she always wants her brother to hold her and all that. JoJo and Kayla don't even call their mom by mom. They call her by her name, Leonie. And they are living with their black grandparents, Pop and Mam. And they are the ones who are raising them. And it's really JoJo is raising himself, basically, and his sister. He's, throughout the book, it's his journey and, you know, discovering things about life, about growing up quicker than he should, discovering things about love, the love for his sister, the love for his grandparents, things about death. There is a supernatural sort of element to this book that I won't get into for spoilers' sake, but it is pretty cool and how it twists and turns, and I really like the ending to the book. It wasn't what I was expecting this book to end, but I really enjoyed the ending to it. But going back to JoJo, like I said, it's his growth throughout the book, and I really like the portrayal of Mississippi. The area itself is a character in the book. And it's written really realistic and gritty. The book starts out with JoJo and his Pop, which is his black grandfather, going out back behind their property to slaughter a goat and dealing with that. Some of my favorite parts in the book are throughout the book, Pop is telling this story from when he was younger, like when he was 18 or so, and he had to go to prison. And he's telling the story, and he always starts the story and gets to the middle, but he never finishes it. And JoJo keeps asking him to, you know, tell the story. Eventually, by the end of the book, you get the whole story. I think that was some of my favorite parts of the book, that flashback to him telling the story when he was in prison, when he was younger. I believe it was in the 1920s or so, and the relationships that he built in prison and all he had to go through in prison. The struggles he had to go through, and when he finally got out, and it all wraps up in the end, you know, with other characters and what he had to do in prison, you know, affected his future and how it ends up in the end of the book. But like I said, I really enjoyed this book. Jesmyn Ward's writing style is really great. It flows really well. She brings the characters to life. It's not really plot heavy, it's more character driven. There is a bit of a plot, but that's kind of on the back burner. This is really about the characters themselves and the relationships with each other and the growth that they go through. And I just want to say, Leonie, didn't like her at all. Being a father myself to two kids, I don't see how a parent could treat their children like that, just neglecting them. You know, basically, they don't exist to her other than, you know, they just happen to be around. But she doesn't treat them like her children. She doesn't take care of them at all. And, you know, she's basically just a crappy person. And it's hard to, being a parent, that really struck a chord with me. You know, it's sad, the neglect that they go through. There's another scene in the book, I don't want to give too much away, where they go to sort of, I don't remember, it's either a trailer park or sort of a neighborhood that's run down, but it's a drug spot, and they pull the car up and there's a little boy outside in his underwear, and he's just dirty and playing with a stick, you know, like it's a gun. There's a dog barking, and his parents, one of the parents is out back cooking drugs. The mom's inside just passed out. So it really shows the depravity that people go through, you know, how they treat their family and their kids, you know, when dealing with addiction and drugs, and just how nasty it can be. Like I said, overall, I really enjoy this book. Her prose is great. It's almost like reading poetry in some parts. It's really good. I think I'm going to give this book 4.5 stars. Definitely recommend you checking this out. If you have any thoughts or opinions on this, I would love to discuss it with you. So if you like the book, didn't like the book, whatever, be sure you leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought about it, and I'd love to discuss it with you. But that's been all, and hope to see y'all next time. See you later.